Hello, my name is Fatima. I'm Spanish, and I'm gonna give you some tips to cook a proper tortilla de patatas or a Spanish omelette. Because we don't have any yellow marker, we're going to imagine this is yellow. So this is our Spanish flag. So I think cooking is nice. It's very creative, very relaxing as well. Yes. You can enjoy with friends, family, and it's really nice to do with kids as well. There's no problem if it's messy. There's nothing wrong with it. Let's do it together. I think preparation will be 10 minutes, no more than that. And cooking time will be no more than 25 minutes. Do you reckon if we do all together about the ingredients? Do you have any idea about the ingredients?
No.
Potatoes. If we do for 4 people, serves 4 people for dinner, and could be 6 or 8 if you do for as an aperitif. And we could serve it cold or warm. It doesn't matter. It's good. So potatoes will be 5 or 6 depending on the size. Could be 5 big one or large, or 6 medium. What else do you think we need? Eggs. I usually put the same quantity, 5 or 6 depending if you're using medium or large. Oh, this is the other way around. So 5 eggs if you are using medium, large one, or 6 if you're using mediums. What else? Onion? Yeah, good. We only need 1, and it's not necessary. We don't need a big one, just a medium one. What else?
Peppers.
Sorry?
Peppers?
They do here. I mean, they cook the omelette with pepper, but I don't use it at all. But I do this. I'm going to give you the Spanish recipe.
Okay.
But there's lots of variations, but you can do with many things because egg and potatoes can combine with many ingredients. I will tell you later variations, very quick.
Okay.
Onion, medium, and what else? Oil, sunflower oil. We don't use olive oil for this recipe because it gets very thick, very sticky, or I don't know, very oily, I would say. This is much more lighter. What else? So potatoes, eggs, onion, sunflower, salt. And I usually add cream. So small spoon for the salt, cream. You see the containers, just a quarter, and then a medium. Okay. So what first I do is to I'm going to do right here. What I do is to put in a pan. I usually use a big pan to fry the potatoes. So I first put oil, sunflower oil on it. This should be 25 centimeters more or less for the amount of potatoes. And then you need a plate. It should be bigger, a bit bigger, 28 centimeters more or less, because it should be bigger to do the round. And then one fork, I'm not sure about the name, how is it called? I think it's slotted spoon to make it round once it's in the pan. And you need, so this one plate, one fork, one knife to peel the potatoes, and also you need a smaller one. I like it a bit deep in here, like 20 centimeters or so. I usually have just one, only for the tortilla, because it's otherwise it's very difficult not to avoid the tortilla get stuck at the bottom. So it's much better to use it just for the tortilla, that one, and you can use this for any other things. What I do is to put the oil in the big one, in the large pan, and then I put the heat. If you've got some kind of clock, I would put it the maximum first, and meanwhile I'm peeling the potatoes in no matter what size or what shape, it doesn't matter, in slices or cubes, or you can use any size. And then we will put then we will leave them no, sorry, I got messed. The thing is, you do the peeling, the potatoes, and then once you've got the potatoes peeled, you put it in the heat, in the pan, and let them fry for a while, until they get to be brown. And then you need a container. You can use the container to break the eggs. And then you put the salt and then the cream. And you do whisk with a fork. You whisk all of them with a fork. And then I think I need more space in here. So what I'm going to do is to erase this part. And once you've got them all in the container, you might have the potatoes ready, and then you put all together and drop everything in the special pan I said before. So everything together, and when it starts like boiling in here, in this side, you get the spoon to get it brown, and then you start turning over to cook the other side of the omelette. And you do it like 2 or 3 times. And I haven't had time to get one ready for you, but I think it's really easy to do that. Yeah, we've got variations, and instead of that, easier than that, if you just have 3 potatoes, you could use a pack of crisps and add it to it, a pack of salted ones, and the rest of the ingredients are the same. Or you could use 3 potatoes, the same ingredients, plus spinach, for example, or a veggie. Do you know these veggie packs of crisps with beetroot or not cucumber, but it's pepper and you can use that one, and it's really delicious. I hope you like it and you can master it.